folks. Who doesn't love to play with clay, right? I'm Virginia, and I normally teach pottery at the Multnomah Arts Center. But when the center is closed and I'm at home, I can still make clay. That's right. Today we're going to make Play-Doh. And I don't care whether you're 2 or 102. Playing with Play-Doh is just plain fun. And this is a no-cook easy recipe. What you're going to need is about 2 cups of flour, just plain old flour. You're going to need about ½ a cup of salt, plain table salt. You're going to need some boiling water. And if you're a little person, this is a good time to get some grown-up help. Just to be careful, it's boiling water after all. We're going to need about 2 tablespoons, and that's the big one, not the little one. The little one is teaspoon. We want 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil or cooking oil, something like that. We're going to need something called cream of tartar. And you can buy this at the grocery store in the baking or the spice section, cream of tartar. Also in the baking section, you'll find food coloring, because we want to make our Play-Doh nice and colorful, right? You're going to need a bowl and some sort of spoon or spatula and some measuring cups and spoons. And that's it. Let's get started. Okay, I have measured out all of my ingredients. And in my bowl, I'm going to put my flour, 2 cups of flour. I'm going to put my salt, my ½ a cup of salt, my 2 tablespoons of oil, just going to pour it in there, my 2 tablespoons of that funny stuff called cream of tartar, and then very carefully I'm going to measure out my 1 cup of boiling water. I'm just going to pour that in there nice and carefully. So I'm going to take my spatula or your spoon, and I'm just going to stir it up. And you can see right away that it's going to start making a little paste. It's going to start thickening up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fold this. I'm going to stir this and turn this until all that flour, especially at the bottom of the bowl, starts getting incorporated into my dough. And pretty quickly that starts happening. That's what that cream of tartar helps to do. It makes it really kind of smooth and silky and spongy. And look, already it's getting nice and even. Now, at this point, it's no longer so very, very hot that I can pour it out of my bowl, and I can just take my hands, it's nice and warm, but not hot. I can take it and I can start doing something called kneading. When people bake bread, and I know everybody seems to be baking sourdough bread lately, when you start making bread, you have to do something called kneading, which is kind of smushing and turning and smushing and turning. And I'm going to do this for about 2 minutes, a full 2 minutes, until this gets nice and smooth and even. So I'm going to do this and check back with you. So I've been kneading this, and it is so smooth now. It's all even. There's no lumps or bumps. I'm ready to play with it. But it's still kind of boring. It's all white. I want to make some colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it into a couple little balls. I'm going to take my 1 ball. I'm going to make like a little bowl, a little indentation in the middle. And I'm going to take my food coloring. If you want a pale color, you only need to put in like 5, 6, 7 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want a dark color, a nice strong color, you might put in more. So I do. I want to put in maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sure, why not? Any amount you want is fine. And look what I'm going to do. I'm going to pinch it together and kind of close that bowl up. Then I'm going to start smushing it. You notice I love that word, smushing. I do a lot of smushing with my clay. So I'm mushing it and mashing it. And look at what's happening. That color is starting to peek out and get mixed in to my white clay. Right now it's really marbleized. It's kind of cool how that looks. If you want to keep it like that, you totally could. But I'd like to keep mine nice and even. So once I've mushed this and mixed it all in, that purple is starting to look great. I think that's the color I want. If you wanted it darker, just stop right now, make another little bowl, put a few more drops in there, and you can get exactly the color you want. Oh, yeah, that's cool. And check out the colors I made. I've got a veritable rainbow. I've got yellows and greens and blues and purples and pinks. I am ready to play with some Play-Doh. I've got all the colors I need. And this will last for months. If you keep it in a closed container or a Ziploc bag, it'll last and last. It's easy to make, it's fun to make, it's inexpensive to make, and oh my gosh, you'll have hours of fun playing with this. So I hope you make some Play-Doh. I hope you have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.